Okay, let's continue. So types are very important in Java because it should check types. So in Java, I don't know if in Java, which Java? So let me try this one. In Python, you can write something like this. It will do what? It will just write hello 5 times. But here it is in error. So it says that beta apparent types for binary operator. So first type string, second type int. It cannot make it. Type conversion. So you can convert from one type to another type. We have seen this one where it is integer parsing. Integer parsing converts from string to integer. Also we can convert, so if you add to string integer, it is immediately converted to string. Then you can, if first one is integer, second is double, first one is converted to double. So if there is integer and double and you have operations plus minus, this integer is converted to double. Also this is from string to int. Long mass round. Okay, this is converted. If you use mass round, it will convert to yes. Also you can convert double something like this int, and you have 5.4. I think it will show an error. So possible loss conversion. So if it is double and you want to convert int, to convert it you can do something like this int. So now it will convert it. 5. Okay. Okay, so first one, what will be the result? So first one, A. 7 divided by 2. Yes? What is the result? 4, 3. Why 3? Because integer. When you int divide by int, it is always divides only whole part, integer part. So it doesn't go look this 0.5. 7 divided. it's 3 multiplied by 2, it will be 6. This one, six. So first was 6, yes. Second one is somehow different. What is different? Now the 2 is it's double, yes. So because of it, it will be because it is double. Так, okay. Да. Why? Because this one, I can show it. Вот, okay. 3.5, 7.0. So this is 3.5 because integer divided by double is always double. So because of it, it's 3 to the power 5, and then you multiply by 2, it will be 7. But before it was 7 divided by 2, and in that case, it is integer divided by integer, it's always 3. No, it's always integer. So this will be 3, and you multiply by 2, it will be... Okay, then this one will be what? 3? It's string, so the result will be 22. Because string number, it's always string. $22, and let's copy this one. And this one, this is more interesting, I think. It is double, and we then add string. So I think okay, so why it is something like this? Huh? Because it is double and string. The double is converted to string. So it is string 2.0 and you plus another string, so it will be 202. Because everything, when you add to string, it becomes string. So it is still some string, so because of this, it's like a... Okay, okay, it's explanation. String, etc. Сейчас. Okay, sorry. Uh, so we said that we have short, long, and int. They are all same. Yes, but what is the difference between them? Their maximum numbers are different. So integer can be 2 billions, milliard, but others like 65,000 or long will be about long is 2 times more than integer. So it will have about 20 digits. So it's very big numbers. So in most of cases, you don't need short, you don't need long, because your numbers will be like integer will be enough. But sometimes when you need long, yes, when your numbers are very big, uh, and when you need short, uh, number short, but you can use int, yes. But why it is better to use when it will be better to use short when you have many small numbers and it is not fitted in your memory. So you have millions of numbers and they are not big. So you have to but in most of cases you do not need short and long. Okay. So this is Ariane 5. So it is real rocket. Yes. Uh, так. Okay. So it says that the in Rocket there are some programs, and it stored 64-bit variable. 64-bit variable. It's 2 to the power of 64. It's some this number. Yeah, how we can remove this one? So it is 1 with 19 digits after that. So very big number. But the problem was that it crashed. Software attempt to stuff this 64-bit variable into 16-bit integer. So there was 16-bit integer. It is short, yes? And they tried to store this 64-bit variable. The first acceleration was slow, so it is numbers was very small velocity. But after some time, it exceeded 65,000, and because of this, error was occurred. So because of this, what rocket was fallen. So so sometimes it is important. Yes, when you are doing what? When you are doing some rockets or something that can explode. If you are not doing this thing, it's not important. Also, so now we can see random. Random is what? Some numbers that are randomly. No? So, oh, Kizi, Tesaduf is Uzbek. How it's called? Tesaduf, yes or not? Okay. So we can create the actual game with this one. So for example, we can say this random numbers. Okay, let's do it in this way. There is also in this way and mass random. So it shows some number. Every time I run this program, it shows me what different numbers. So because it is between 0 and 1, the maximum is 1. 1 is never achieved. Something like 0.9999 it can be, but 1 cannot be. It can be 0. So it starts from 0 and goes till 1. So what we can do, for example, we can dice. Dice is cubic. Yes. Where is the? Yes. This one. Uh, so we can make the game which will uh, make these things, but dice is always between 1 and 6, but our numbers is between 0 and 1 and double. Yes. So what we can do, I can make it like say this number. So I need dice, so we can make mass random. So first of all, it is between 0 and 1, but we need from 0 to 6. To do this, we can do something like this. 6. Okay, let's do something like this. I will show it immediately here. But because it outputs random test. No. 4, yes. 0, 5, 5, 1, 4, 0, 3, etc. So now it is between 0 and 6, but not 6 itself, but 5.9999. Now I can do something like this. I can convert it to integer, not this 0 point, etc. immediately. So I can do it by this thing. Okay, 4, 4, 4, 0, 3, 3, 5. So we see that it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we need what? From 1 to 6. So we can just do what here? Plus 1. So in this case, Okay, so it's okay. Yes, it looks okay. So it is like between 4, 5, 6, 1, 3, and it is look like dice. Так, this is this one. So we did what we did actually. We did multiply by 6 to be between 0 and 6. Then we make integer to remove not whole part, and then plus 1 to be it from 1 to 10. A data type is a set of values commonly used build type. So we know string, int, double, boolean. Uh, double means so it is not whole part. Declare the types of variables. Convert from one type to another when necessary. So in Java you must declare variable. If you have print variable, it must be its name. Convert from one type to another to when necessary. Identify the result type errors in order to compile your code. Pay attention to the type of data. So the main difference between Java and Python is in Python it does show you all errors. So your code may have error, but if your code doesn't run this code, it will not show this error. But in Java, it is very strict. It will look how every code part. So if it is error, it will say it is error and you should fix it. Так, okay. What else we can see? Conditional loops. Okay, we can start it and later we'll continue. Okay. So this is what we will learn. So we learn this one, primitive data types, assigned statements. So primitive data types, it's int, string, double, boolean, etc. This one, assigned statements, is how to int x equal to 5, int y is something this. This is mass dot absolute, mass random, mass minimum, mass maximum. Text IO is read output system out println and with args when you read with args. And the next one is conditional loops. Control flow, it is something like this. You do something. So what we wrote the commands, which was something like this. Do this one, then do this one, then do this one. This is it. But sometimes we need something like this. If this is something like this, make this one. If it is not, make this one. So for example, you can be like, say, if it is Sunday or Saturday, stay home. Yes. If it is Monday to Friday, go to university. So you can you can imagine like this. So it can be very complex. So let me show you some programs. Так. Oh, okay. So, for example, let's say, okay, let's do something like this. Int so let's say we will enter the day of week, and so it is something like this. Java example in Java. So, for example, and I here write, for example, 4. If 4 it is Thursday, and I say if it is Thursday, stay at home. And if I enter go to university, and if it is Sunday, stay at home. So I'm going to write some program that you will enter the day, and it will say what to do. We can say if A is less than 6, system out println go to university, and else
more than 6 or
sorry, that you are correct. So we should write here what? Less than 6. System out println. So I put here number. But for example, if I put here -1, it will say what? Go to university, because it is less than. We can also make some extra comments, like if A is more than or equal to 0, more than 0, and A less than 8. So we don't need 8. If it is between it, do these things, and if it is not between it, say it is error. For example, -1. Also, but if I put here 6, it says stay at home. So you see that we have if, and inside of if we have if and again if. So we can have if many ifs. Yes. We also can have many else inside us. We can also have if and many if else's, etc. Okay. So here we see that inside of if this statement, all if consists of the statement, which must be Boolean, yes, it must be true or false. So here we have also if that consists of and. The true, two of them must be true. So it must be more than 0 and a must be less than 8. And if it happens, it goes to this one and say if a less than 6. So if this occurs and then this occurs, it says go to university. But if this occurs and this doesn't occur, it says stay at home. But if this doesn't work, so it will show this system out println error. So it is like very complicated. If this, then this, if then this, etc. Here it's heads and tails, like you take coin. It says heads and tails. In Russian, it's орел или решка. Okay, what does this code do? Please write the code or code, read the code. So it is reads two numbers a and b, and then if b is less than a, it swaps them and then outputs a and b. So if what is so it outputs them in sorted order. So if it is like this, it will put first 99, then 2000, 1234. If it is like this, it will not do anything, but will show this one. Так. Okay. So here is harder. You can try it at home. Maybe I will explain it later. So how to sort three numbers. Here we see here two numbers, yes? We can like make this. In three numbers, we will check, there will be more is. Like if all A less than B and B less than C, then do nothing, yes? But if A less than B and B not less than C, we also need if A is less than C or what. So we have many variants here. Or we can do it in... So you can try it at home to think about it, how to make three numbers. Two numbers, okay, we can do. But three numbers, it is doable, but it will require more code and you will have to think about it. Okay, here there is a code, so okay, that one I will show later. I think it's okay for today. I will let me send it immediately to you. And this one. Let me open. Okay, I sent. So it's all for today.